right, my starter maybe about doubled in volume in about 10 hours. You can see there's some gluten strands in here. It looks okay. So I'll just do it. This is what I have available right now. So, okay, so I want 100 grams of starter. 100 grams exact. Now 400 grams of water. There we go. Okay, 405 grams of water, just over 400 is fine. Okay, so this is salt. 10 grams of salt. Now we get a big spoon and give it a mixy mix. Okay. Don't have to mix it too well. It's good enough. Now, tare it and give it 500 grams of flour. So just start dumping flour in. Exact. 500 grams of flour. And then just simply mix to combine. So we're done with the scale. Okay. The reason we cover it is because otherwise your dough can start drying out a little bit. If you cover super tightly, you will want to poke holes, but I never bother. So we'll leave this. So technically after 30 minutes, you need to do a stretch and fold, or you don't need to, but it helps to kind of, actually I have no idea what that even does. Right now I'm going to church, so I will not be back for a couple hours. And I'll do my stretch and folds then. I don't think it will matter at all. It's about 6:30 p.m., which means that this has been here for about 8 hours. So I need some more time. I'm gonna do my stretch and folds now because I finally am home. So just stretch and fold. Okay, so when you see the dough getting stuck on the spoon, you just spray some olive oil onto it. I have a little olive oil spray bottle here. The recipe claims that you're supposed to let the dough about double in volume. Obviously, the container that I have my dough in right now is not very conducive to understanding what double the volume actually means. So I just eyeball it. And there is a danger of overproofing the dough, so I'm going to try to make sure I don't do that. But should be okay. So let this rise for maybe another couple hours, and then ready to transfer to another pan to bake. Okay. So I've proofed it for maybe about 12 hours. So now I'm just going to fold this in, and you can see the gluten strands there. This container is a little bit small, this baking tray. It will result in slightly less flat focaccia. Okay, so you generally want to shape the dough a little bit. I am too lazy to shape it with my hands because then I have to wash them. So I just shape it by twisting my spoon. Basically, I'm just trying to create some tension onto the top of the dough and deflate it a little bit. So generally at this stage you want it to proof for about, I believe, six hours. It is late at night right now. So online I read I can stick it in the fridge and continue the proofing process tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I think the dough, took it out of the fridge about 4 hours ago. And I think it's about there. I mean, it's basically filled the pan. It's kind of jiggly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to coat the top with olive oil, flaky sea salt, some dried rosemary from a friend's backyard. Okay, some of these are twiggy, so I'll get the twigs out. Piece of string cheese, mozzarella cheese, and to prove that you don't need to even dimple the dough with your fingers this way, which, you know, you could do, but then I have to put oil on my hands and then it's kind of annoying. You can just literally dimple the dough with a piece of cheese. Okay, now I'll also insert the cheese into my bread. So just start attacking the bread with cheese. Okay, super easy, minimal mess. Oven 425 for 25 minutes. Well, most of the bread got demolished, but here it is. It's pretty chewy and has a nice crust on top. Super delicious. Most of it was eaten tonight.